So a while back, we were sitting in a room and we were talking with a bunch of folks around here in the neighborhood, and they were really upset, understandably so, with all of the riots that were going on during the summertime. And you have to start to think, it wasn't all right what happened. There was a lot of burning and looting and things like that. People took advantage of the situation, and that wasn't good. But you have to look back at what was the purpose of it. What was it for? Well, it was for a young man that never did anything wrong. His name was George Floyd, and George Floyd was murdered by a police officer. He had done nothing wrong. He was just stopped for no apparent reason, and they put his knee on his throat and slowly strangled him over an 8-minute period of time while he was begging for his life, with 3 other police officers not helping. Helping kill the guy, but not helping free the man, And so you look at that and you go, okay, wow. And there's all these people who are comparing the attack on our nation's capital to the George Floyd riots. Well, now we look and see who were at the riots. The people who were at the riots, many of them. So far, all the major ones that I've seen were all in the armed forces. They were ex-Navy, they were ex-Army, some of them special forces, and some of them were government CEOs, some of them were state congressmen from state houses. They were people who have power. They are people who are in charge back in their hometown. People who can and do use their racism and their whacked out way of thinking to hurt people. And they literally tried to take our nation's capital. So now back to the George Floyd thing. So you can't say now, none of us can say, oh yeah, well, it's not. What we need to do is say, it's not all the police officers. Of course it isn't. We all know and love many wonderful sheriffs and police department. But what we have to do and what we must do if we are to save this country is we must root out every single person in each police and sheriff department and Army and Navy and Air Force that is in this country, of those people who do not believe in the Constitution, that is for everyone. Those people must be let go, they must be fired, and they must lose their jobs immediately. We cannot allow our people that have power to believe that they have superiority over other human beings. We just cannot allow that in the United States of America, of all places.